What is up, YouTube? This is Master D of Master D Gaming, and I bring you a singles match. It's not a Wi-Fi because it was, locally pretty much. I was fighting my nephew yet again because after he lost to me in the doubles, he felt like he could beat me in the singles. So I was like, all right, I'll take the challenge on. I could probably put this on the channel, see how it goes. So he comes at me with a God of War, a Aegislash, a Vizion. I think that's how you say it. A Alakazam, Noivern, and a Medicham. So if I had to guess on which one would have been a Mega, I think I probably would have went with God of War. But then again, Medicham would be probably a better Mega than God of War. That's an obvious choice because of its huge power ability. So maybe Medicham might be the person who might have a Mega. Now, I wanted to get my rocks off as quick as possible because I didn't think anything would stop me on his team from um, getting my rocks up. Maybe the Alakazam, but uh, I don't know. We'll see what happens. Oh, you know what? Alakazam probably could have been the Mega too, if I had to guess. But we'll see what happens. I'll play the match so we can see what really went down here. So, like I said, I let off with my Ferrodon because I want to get rocks up as quickly as possible. And he actually let off with his Medicham. So I'm like, oh, okay. So he got Medicham. Maybe this is the Mega he's gonna probably bring out. Um, he straight just go for the fake out, no Mega Evolution. So I'm like, maybe this is not the Mega. But I do get my Iron Bar damage and the Rocket Helmet damage as well. So took off a portion of his health. So next turn he hits me with a Drain Punch, trying to get that health back. And I'm like, all right, now I need to get these rocks off. So that's exactly what I did. He gets more damage off on the iron barbs and rocky helmet, so pretty much back to where he was at. So I do land the stuff rocks, no problem. Because I don't think he have anybody on his team to pretty much get rid of him. No rapid spinner, and I believe no magic bounce features. I think Alexander probably has magic bounce, but he didn't send him out. Whatever. So before my Ferrothorn dies, I decide to switch out into my Rotom, and he hits a Drain Punch that took out like 75% of my health. And I'm like, oh wow, it's pretty dangerous here. So he activated my Citrus, got myself back to like half. Then he lands Zen Headbutt, and that pretty much killed me. So Rotom died pretty much for no reason. So I sent him on Azumarill, probably try to scare him out with the play rough. He decided to stay in and actually hits me with a Bullet Punch. I forget that water resists steel, um, but I'm also fairy, so it pretty much neutralized it. So that Bullet Punch barely did anything to my Azumarill, and I just hit him with a play rough and completely annihilated him. So he sends out his Alakazam now, and he reveals that this is actually the Mega Alakazam. So it's like, alright, so this is your Mega, and I'm gonna probably try to Aqua Jet you because I think I'm gonna die from whatever you're gonna hit me with. So exactly what I did, I decided to go for the Aqua Jet. Pretty much almost kills him because I thought that would have actually killed him, but it didn't. He lives with like probably a little bit of HP, and he decides to hit off that energy ball and just destroys my Azumarill. So poor Azumarill, you did your job. I decided to go out with my Talonflame. I was like, you know what? Let me just get rid of this thing as quick as possible. So I immediately go off for the Brave Bird, and, take out his Alakazam because pretty much I think I didn't have any other priority Pokemon on my team that can take out an Alakazam. So I was, let me just get rid of it, done with it. So he sets out his Aegislash, and I just love the shiny Aegislash, the black with the red tip on the sword, and this is pretty gangsta as shiny Pokemon. But he decides to go off with his King Shield, and I was like, you know what? I already knew that was coming. Let me just hit off the Tailwind, and I'll just probably start that out. But I don't think he knew that you can't do it twice in a row, it's like Protect sometimes or something like that. So he decides to go for another King Shield, and I go for a Roost, get my health up, call him back because I know a King Shield is coming out, which will be a waste. So I switch out and go for my Ghidorah and go, get ready for the flamethrower. And he decides to try to go for a Shadow Claw, which does nothing. I'm dark, I resist that, so it's whatever. He decides to try to go for King Shield again. Go for flamethrower because I didn't know if he was gonna stay in, knowing that I probably have flamethrower on my Dragon. So I didn't land the flamethrower, of course. Um, at the first time, so I decided to hit him off again with the flamethrower again. Think he's gonna switch, but he didn't. He decided to stay in, and I activated his weakness policy. So I'm like, oh wow, okay, he got weakness policy. This is probably gonna hurt because I already know Sacred Sword is coming, which is exactly what he does. He goes for the Sacred Sword, and because of the weakness policy, he kills my Hydreigon. But it's whatever. Hydreigon did some type of damage that it was supposed to do, so I decided to send out my Talonflame. I already know King Shield's coming because that's what all Aegis Slashes do. They just King Shield every other turn pretty much. And that's exactly what he did. He King Shield, and I already knew that was coming, so I decided to go for another Tailwind. Just get my speed up for that. Didn't really need to, but I just want to kill his King Shield's turn. So next turn I go for Brave Bird. Probably should have went for the Flare Blitz, but I thought he was gonna switch out, but he didn't switch out. So I'm like, okay, probably should have just did that. So I take, recoil damage, whatever, yada yada yada. I know he's gonna do a King Shield because again, Aegis Slashes, all they do is King Shield. So I use that turn to get my HP back with Roost, which is what I did, and got my health back to full. So this turn he goes for King Shield again. Of course, it's not gonna work. I just hit him off for their bits, kill him, just be done with that. I feel like my Talonflame is the clutch, like the MVP of this battle, because he's just been putting in all kinds of work, taking recoil damage, recovering back health. It's like he couldn't stop it. So he sends out his Noivern, and he gets hit with that Stealth Rocks, and I was like, you know what? Let me get rid of this thing. I don't want no Boom Burst. I don't want nothing coming from this thing. Take him out, because Noivern is so fragile. Like, if you don't have a Focus Sash on it, then it's just not worth having the Noivern on your team. So take out the Noivern, easy, done, KO'd. And then he sends out his Virizion, that's what it is, Virizion, and it's shiny. And I'm like, oh wow, pretty, it's pretty pink, but whatever. I didn't know, I didn't think he was gonna kill me with anything, so I decided to go for Roost just to see what he was gonna do. This does hidden power. I'm like, oh, maybe this might be a rock or something, but I don't know what hidden power was. It didn't do pretty much anything. I'm like, you know what? Let me just get this out of here. Brave Bird done. Because that's time 4. I'm stabbed. Verizon's not living that. No way. So that's done. I'll take off, my damages from the recoil, my life orb I believe I had on it, and he sends out Gardevoir. And I'm like, alright, another shiny Pokemon. Like, this kid has nothing but a team of shinies. This is the craziest thing. So he gets his trades, gets a Gale Wing, which is pretty much useless to him because no flying type move would be on a Gardevoir. I don't believe. So I decide to do Roost, get HP up, and he decides to go for a Side Shot that nearly killed me. And I'm like, what? I'm like, you know what? Let me just Brave Bird and get rid of this thing too, because there's no defense on this thing at all. So that's exactly what happened. Gardevoir goes down, but of course, my poor Talonflame, my MVP of this match, decides to go down too because of the recoil damage and I believe Life Orb. So that ended and that won me the game. But definitely MVP on the Talonflame. Talonflame is like the best with that Gale's Wing ability. It was a good match against my nephew. He didn't beat me in the doubles. He didn't beat me in the singles. He just need to get a little more practice on, predict a lot more, so he can actually know what's gonna happen and try to counter that to the best of his ability. But for what it is, he did good. Okay, you gotta give him props, man. He's 11 years old. He did good for what it was. If you guys haven't already, please like, comment, subscribe. I really appreciate it. Trying to get more videos out for you guys. Trying to put as much videos as I can. And I want to be up there and battling like the big leagues and all that. Shofu, Shady, Cybertron. I want to go against all you guys. Anybody who wants to battle, private message me or comment or anything like that. We can get that going. Just help me out, guys. Like, comment, subscribe. Thank you.